Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mr. Budihas, your online math teacher. In today's video, you will learn how to solve quadratic equations by factoring. Let's learn first the word factors. Factors are two or more expressions that give the given expression when multiplied. For examples, the factors of x squared plus 2x minus 3 are x plus 3 and x minus 1. When you multiply x plus 3 by x minus 1, the result is the given expression, which is x squared plus 2x minus 3. And here's the solution using the FOIL method. Perfect square trinomial. It is a polynomial with three terms, where the first and the last terms are perfect squares, while the middle term is positive or negative twice the product of the square roots of the first and the last term. That is in the form of a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, or a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. These are the two forms of a perfect square trinomial. For example, the expression x squared plus 6x plus 9 is a perfect square trinomial because the first and the last terms are both perfect squares. And the second term, or the middle term, it is a product of twice the product of the square roots of the first term and the last term. Now, the first term here is x squared, and getting the value of a, we have x. That is why we have here x. And for the last term, we have b squared is equal to 9, and getting the square root of b squared, we have b is equal to 3. So multiplying them together, 2 times 3 times x is equal to 6x. Next, we have the zero product property. Zero product property states that if a times b or ab is equal to 0, then either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. For example, if x times x plus 2 is equal to 0, then we can say that x might be equal to 0, or this x plus 2 here is equal to 0. Let's try examples about solving quadratic equations using factoring. Number 1, apply the zero product property to find the solutions of x plus 5 times x minus 4 is equal to 0. This given quadratic equation is in factored form already, and all we have to do is to apply the zero product property to find the solutions. To find the solutions of x plus 5 times x minus 4 is equal to 0, we are going to follow these steps below. First, equate each factor to 0 and solve for the values of x. Take note there are two factors here, x plus 5 and x minus 4. We are going to equate it both to 0. Since x plus 5 times x minus 4 is equal to 0, then at least one factor must be equal to 0 according to the zero product property. So you have x plus 5 is equal to 0. We are now equating x plus 5 to 0. Then transpose this positive 5 to the other side and it becomes negative. So the value of x here is negative 5. And for the other factor, x minus 4 is equal to 0. And transpose this negative 4 to the other side and it becomes positive 4 there. And x is equal to 4. Second, check the solution by plugging in the values to the original equation. For x is equal to negative 5, here we have x plus 5 times x minus 4, that is equal to, so we are now substituting the value of x. Negative 5 plus 5 times negative 5 minus 4. And negative 5 plus 5 is 0. Negative 5 minus 4 is negative 9. 0 times negative 9, the answer is 0, and that's true. And for x is equal to 4, you have there 4 plus 5 and 4 minus 4. 4 plus 5 is positive 9. 4 minus 4 is 0, and 9 times 0 is really equal to 0. Therefore, the values of x are negative 5 or positive 4. Example number 2. Find the solutions of the quadratic equation x squared minus 3x minus 18 is equal to 0 by factoring. Here, this is not yet in factored form, and we are going to solve or find the solutions by factoring. In order to find the solutions of this given quadratic equation, we are going to use or follow these steps. First, find the factors of the quadratic expression x squared minus 3x minus 18. Start by constructing a template for the two binomials here. Then we are going to factor the first term. The factors of x squared is x times x. Then determine the factors of negative 18, which is the third term. The factors can be negative 6 and positive 3. When you add negative 6 plus 3, the result is the middle term, which is negative 3. So we will be using this factor. So you have there, since that's negative, we have x minus 6 and 3 is positive. We'll be using addition. Next is verify whether these factors are correct by multiplying the factors using FOIL method. And since the product of these two factors, x minus 6 times x plus 3 is equal to x squared minus 3x minus 18, then the factors are correct. And then apply the zero product property, equate each factor to 0 to find the values of x. For the first factor, x minus 6 is equal to 0, and x plus 3 is equal to 0. You have there the value for x is equal to 6, and for the other factor, x is equal to negative 3. Next is check the solution by plugging in the values to the original equation. So let's see if the result is equal to 0. From the given expression, x squared minus 3x minus 18 is equal to, let's now substitute the value of x, which is 6. And you have there 6 squared minus 3 times 6 minus 18. 6 squared, that's 6 times 6, and that's equal to 36. Negative 3 times 6 is negative 18, then just copy negative 18 or minus 18. 36 minus 18 is positive 18, minus 18 is 0. For x is equal to negative 3, let's substitute the value of x, which is negative 3. I have negative 3 squared minus 3 times negative 3 minus 18. Negative 3 squared, that's negative 3 times negative 3, and that is 9. Negative 3 times negative 3, positive 9, then just copy negative or minus 18. 9 plus 9 is 18, minus 18 is 0. Therefore, x is equal to 6 or x is equal to negative 3. And those are the solutions. And that's all for today's discussion. Now, I want you to solve these two problems under individual practice for you to check if you really learned from this discussion. And please comment down your answers so that I can check also if your answers are correct. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.